my name is Isabella Perez, Recreation Leader for the City of Socorro. Thank you for joining today's meeting. Before the meeting begins, we would like to remind our guests to remove all hats and silence all electronic devices. No disruptive behavior or outbursts will be tolerated, and violators are subject to ejection and possible prosecution.
Hola, mi nombre es Judy Rodríguez, secretaria de Planificación de la Ciudad de Socorro. Gracias por participar en la reunión de hoy. Antes de que comience la reunión, nos gustaría recordarles a nuestros invitados favor de quitarse los sombreros y silenciar todos los dispositivos electrónicos. No se tolerará ningún comportamiento perturbador ni exabrupto y los infractores estarán sujetos a expulsión y posible procesamiento.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item number 3, establishment of quorum. Albert Ortiz,
Present.
Carlos Ortiz,
Present.
Alex Miranda,
Present.
and Claudia Olmos.
Present.
We have a quorum. Item number 4, public comment. No speakers for public comment. Consent agenda. Do we have a motion?
Have a motion to approve item number 5, but to delete item number 6.
Do we have a second?
I second it.
Albert Ortiz,
Yes.
Carlos Ortiz,
Yes.
Alex Miranda,
Yes.
and Claudia Olmos.
Yes.
Moving on to the regular agenda, discussion and action to amend policy G11, mental health leave of absence of police officers to include telecommunicators.
Good evening, Civil Service Commissioners. Carol Candelaria here, HR Director. This item is to discuss and approve or the action for amending policy G11, which is our mental health leave of absence for police officers. This is to include the telecommunication communicators as pursuant to section 61405 of the Texas Government Code. This amended policy has been discussed with the Chief of Police and the City Manager. So you will see the first one is where the attachment was our original policy, and then the changes where it adds the telecommunicators to include on this mental health policy. I'm available to answer any questions if any of you have any.
So the biggest thing is it's the adding of the telecommunicator.
That is correct. The policy in itself doesn't change in terms of what its definition and what its meaning. It just now means that the telecommunicators are now eligible for this benefit, as well as the police officers.
Is it going to be equal for the mental health, whatever it is? I know officers are going to have different traumatic events than the telecommunication, but is it going to be the same thing, days and everything else?
Yes, sir. That is correct.
Written? Okay.
That is correct.
Anybody else have any questions for?
No.
No?
About the telecommunicator, I agree. I was a dispatcher. I was a telecommunicator.
Then we need a motion.
You have anything, Ms.? No. Make a motion to approve.
Second it.
No, good. Make a motion to approve item number 7.
And I second it.
Albert Ortiz,
Yes.
Carlos Ortiz,
Yes.
Alex Miranda,
Yes.
and Claudia Olmos.
Yes.
Moving on to item number 8, discussion and action approving the revised employee handbook.
Good evening, Civil Service Commissioners. Carol Candelaria again here, HR Director. So what this discussion and action is to approve the new revised employee handbook. Our old employee handbook, it's been outdated since 2014, so it was time to update the employee handbook. So your first copy basically says that's our current handbook with all the reds that were added and the strikeouts that were deleted. The second proposed copy is the revision in its entirety along with the agenda and the table of contents. I'm available to answer any questions should any of you have any.
Ms. Candela, I know throughout, since 2014, you said that that was our outdated employee handbook,
That's correct.
but I know we've had other things that have been added through civil service. So the handbook from 2014, those were never added to the new employees?
That's
or-
correct, sir. So what we've done is that anytime we had an update in policy, they each got a copy of it. So because of that, we now added all of those new policies, such as the G11, G10s, and other policies, which is now included in the proposed new handbook, which are all those benefits that were added.
Okay. And moving forward, what's the plan of, with any new updates coming through? I mean, there's always improvement, of course, for the employees. Is it gonna just be to amend it, or is it just gonna be through the same way that we've been doing it since 2014, just with emails and saying, hey, you received it, signed it, you're done?
So moving forward is the ultimate goal as we continue with the new revised policies, is to let the employees know through email. And of course, the ultimate goal is to look at the employee handbook at least for every 2 years so we can get it updated as we move forward. This was a long overdue
Yes, ma'am, it
change.
was.
Yes, it was.
Also, do city employees have direct access to an electronic copy that they can?
No, we've not put it online, sir, because the employee handbook was outdated. Hopefully, moving forward, we'll be able to put this online. But every employee, even old and current, will receive an original employee handbook with an acknowledgement that they received the new updated handbook. And then, of course, each department manager should have one on site for them in case they want to review it.
Okay, so that's just on, and that's the bad thing, that we, as employees, it don't matter where you work, you don't look at your employee handbook till
You need something.
something happened.
Absolutely.
Okay, so, and that was just my thing, is that if they had electronic copies available to them, just through the city, I'm assuming that working with Socorro, that you have access to the city network to a certain degree, that if you could turn around and go in there, hey, you know what, employee handbook, just while you're there during city work hours, lunch, or what have you.
Absolutely. And again, as I mentioned, as we move forward, ultimate goal is to update our employee handbook more on a consistent basis, hopefully within every 2 to 3 years. And of course, each employee department manager to have a copy on site in the need that the employee needs to have it.
Anyone have any questions?
Yes, I get some. Okay, we are talking that they are, probably they get available to get some electronic copies, or they get access to reading. But my question is, if, do you have some plans, like the supervisor or somebody be sure that really that every employee understand or they read it and understand, not only read it, understand.
So what will, that's a great question, Mr. Ortiz. So what's going to happen once we get this approved, then I will be going out and getting employee signature to acknowledge that they received the handbook and have them sign off on it, which their acknowledgement will be in the employee handbook. At the same token, we're going to be educating our supervisors just to go over the pieces and parts that have been updated, and of course letting them know that if they should have any further questions, the employees can come directly to my office to inquire about definitions or understanding clearer what the policy says. So yes, the ultimate goal is to educate and train everybody as we move forward on the changes that have occurred.
Great.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Great question.
And I'm not sure when each department has their own department meetings, if they have them with their own employees and what have you. I can only assume that that's where also questions can be asked to their supervisors.
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. And if the supervisors are unaware or unfamiliar or they need clarification, all they have to do is just reach out to me, and I'll be happy to either participate in the department head meetings to clarify it or to answer their questions for them.
And thank you for continuing having that open door policy for you, because I mean, we haven't met in quite a while, so I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
That's a wonderful
I
thing.
mean, it just varies, because, I mean, we haven't done anything since, I mean, for
Yes, sir.
11 years.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that's a good thing. but
And what
it's a
we
good
try to
thing.
do is each time that you approve a new policy and then it goes in front of our council and all the approvals get through, then of course we talk to our employees and we educate them on the new policies that are coming up and any clarifications that they need.
Again, thank you for having that open door policy. It
Thank you,
helps
Ms.
out a lot.
Miranda. Thank you.
Any other questions? No? No? Make a motion to approve item number 7, item number 8, I'm sorry.
I second it.
Albert Ortiz,
Yes.
Carlos Ortiz,
Approve.
Alex Miranda,
Yes,
and Claudia Olmos.
Yes. Thank you.
thank you, ma'am.
Moving on to adjournment, item number 9. Do we have a motion?
Motion to adjourn?
I second it.
Albert Ortiz,
Yes.
Carlos Ortiz,
Yes.
Alex Miranda,
Yes.
and Claudia Olmos.
Yes.
And we adjourn at 6:11.